this episode, we're loading up the truck and taking a drive to visit our northern neighbor, Canada, where we will be field hunting mallards and geese with the Cole Townsend of Old Dog Outfitters. Get ready for a few days of hunting some familiar species with some awesome people in this episode of The Road to 100. In the heart of every waterfowl hunter, there's a memory where it all began. For us, the waterfowl life started in the southern United States in the flooded timbers and expansive marshland. But as our journey unfolded, the quest for waterfowl led us beyond our home. The passion eventually takes us to different flyways, different countries, and beyond. We discovered that the culture of waterfowl transcends borders. And so, a daring dream took root, a dream to hunt 100 different species of waterfowl across the globe. We wanted to share the story of adventure and encounters with fellow hunters, each sharing the same passion as us. The landscapes will change, the species will vary, but the passion remains the same. One dream, a long road, 100 species. This is the Road to 100.
Like 15 minutes already.
So what does the Road to 100 mean? I tried to explain it on
Basically the next 5 to 6 years, the plan is to try to hunt 100 different waterfowl species around the world.
Oh, okay.
And so we'll hit 13, 14 countries, 15, 16 states, and the goal is for all three of us, Kym included, even though he's behind the camera right now, to each try to get 100 species, tell those stories along the way, bring cool guests, hunt with cool people.
That's awesome.
And just kind of tell that collective community story is the goal.
Go anywhere.
It'll be fun.
Y'all tell them I'll go anywhere.
All right, we've already got ducks in the decoys. Legal shooting time is like now, so Alberta, here we go. Let's do this.
Take them, boys.
On the left, right here.
Take these out front, boys.
Ooh. Good tag team on that last one.
There you go. There you go.
Here in Alberta, first morning, here with Cole and Whitey from Old Dog Outfitters. Temperature's like, I don't know, it's not freezing. It's like mid-30s right now. Hardly any wind at all. They got us in this A-frame that's brushed in like a champ. And all we got out here is maybe 3-4 dozen full-body Canada geese, a couple spinners for our duck decoys, and that's it. But these birds, they want to be here, so it's cool. You can hear them talking like we're just starting to see some good color coming to these birds. It's mid-October. It's just a fun time to be up here in this part of the flyway. So good start. Good start.
Take them out front, guys. Shoot them. Nice. Take them out front, guys.
Oh my lord.
Those all hens?
Every one's a hen.
They're all
No
hens.
drakes?
There's not one
No
drake in the whole
drakes.
group.
Let them go.
Man, that was
Unreal.
that was incredible.
Up there.
We could have
I'd take that all
We
day.
could have made a fence post.
That was gonna be dirty. Another group coming down.
Take them out front, guys.
Oh, look at all those.
Hey, boys. Nice shooting, boys. You get that one on the left?
Oh, I got him.
Hell yeah, there's some green, baby.
Thanks for staying down.
Take him out front. Three out front, out front.
Man, it is nuts this morning. Getting off of big game stuff in Montana, coming to this. This is a great introductory hunt to this season. I am stoked. I can't believe the stuff that's flying right now. This is pretty awesome.
Take them out front, guys. Oh, nice poke.
There we go.
Shoot those three. One more.
Oh. Ooh,
What do you think of the citrus?
You know, the citrus is much better than the beaver piss, which we originally tried a few years ago. Citrus is nice. Chaim swears. Oh, we got a bunch of birds right here. Chaim swears the root beer is the best, so I haven't tried that one, but citrus is nice.
7. Take them, boys.
Oh, a spinner!
Nice. The old helicopter down.
A little after 9. I think we're probably halfway through our goose limit right now, but geese are starting to get up and fly a little bit more. We have no wind, so it's a little bit of a challenge to get these things to square up and do what we need them to, but we're picking them apart little by little.
Okay.
Little by little.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd come back by now so we could see if we could.
I don't know why they get out front like that. They just don't sit out front. They just
I don't
act
know,
so
man.
good.
They've been shot a few times.
Woo! That's what matters.
The Cole Townsend. Recap. First hunt today wasn't bad. For no wind all morning, it's switching all morning, it wasn't bad. The ducks did it right. We're still messing with local Canada geese here. Haven't really had any migration for honkers up here in southern Alberta. So we did the best we could to work them in as tight as we could. With the wind switching all morning, we switched decoys up, but overall, pretty good hunt. Shot a 5-man limit of mallards and a few pintails, and what did we shoot? About 27 honkers today. So not a bad opening morning. Tomorrow we've got a 15-mile-an-hour northwest wind, so rock on for that. Second hunt ought to be a pretty good one. So we've been actually saving this field for a windy day because the roost is to our west, about 800 yards away. So no wind. If we shot, we'd blow the roost. So we've been waiting on this this probably 15 to 20 mile per hour. Hopefully by the time the sun comes up, the wind will be blowing 15 to 20. We're gonna be shooting away from the roost. We got a northwest wind, so we're facing southeast, right? Away from the roost. They shouldn't hear our gunshots. The ducks and geese have been feeding right here. There's a lot of food on the ground in this particular area. So if we were to have gotten in the middle of the field, hunted it with no wind, it would have been, you know, iffy. They could have just landed here and we could have killed nothing. So we've been waiting for this day. Finally happened. And yeah, so got about, I don't know, 10 dozen, 7, 8, 10 dozen decoys out, a couple sleeper shells in there.
All full bodies, huh?
All full body goose decoys. Strung out about 8 yards from the blind. We pushed them up a little bit closer to the blind so we could bring the geese in just a little bit closer. With this wind, they'll get out quick, so we're gonna try to get them in as tight as possible. They should be flying lower to the ground, not looking into the A-frame like yesterday and circling us. Hopefully we can get a 6-man limit of mallards and honkers today.
Let's do it.
Y'all shoot him. Yeah, nice shot. Take him out front, guys. Nice shot. Good shooting. That was a rain out there. Look at them curls, boy. Woo. Take them there, guys. Shoot these geese.
Nice, Bentley.
Well
Good
done, well
shooting.
done.
Job well done.
What's that?
Oh, I went for the far one. Good
Ah.
doggy.
That's the fourth time we've come past.
Oh, down low, nice shot. Oh, baby. Wow, good shoot. Oh, nice. Only had 2 shots.
With the wind, our hide was good, similar to the same hide we had yesterday. The only thing we can think with as much stubble as this is, and without any foliage being on the trees, and that green and the contrast of it just had the birds a little wigged out. They kept sliding off one side or the other of the blind. But good news is now we're gonna just go finish our limit on an afternoon hunt. So we're gonna pick this field up, trailer loaded, some food, and then go to another spot. See if we can't beat this wind a little bit.
Okay, well today we're feeling a lot more rested. We stopped by the gas station, got some more beaver buzz, feeling really energized. The guys did some awesome work on this blind. It is, if the geese pick this out, they'll be super geese. So I'm feeling pretty good. It's just a great place to do a classic field hunt. I mean, I can hear them getting off right now. So we're excited. Gonna try to finish our limit today. Well, these guys are. I average about 6 shells a hunt between the filming, so, you know, but the filming's been great too. It's awesome when you can just put on a wide angle lens, stand up with the guys and feel like you're shooting, but not really. The footage has been great, so we're excited to put this one together.
It's always kind of interesting to me. I like to ask people because, you know, we both grew up in Texas, and hunting mallards down there is a little bit different than hunting mallards up here. And because our project's so species, oriented and focused, I think a lot of people that hunt down south, they don't understand how hunting mallards and Canada geese is different up here.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the biggest differences you see?
I'd say first and foremost, the numbers are way different. There's a lot more mallards up here than a lot of places down in Texas, unless you get into the big farm country and shallow playa lakes. Really, you're not really going to have the mallards, or even, I guess, East Texas out in the woods. There's some, but
yeah, that's where I cut my teeth.
Yeah, it's
you
just
could get some pretty good mallard shoots there, but totally different than here. Still,
yeah, it's all water hunting over there.
Exactly.
So completely different. I mean, you can hunt water here too, but I don't think it's as good or as worth it.
Most people come up here to field hunt mallards and experience that aspect of it.
I mean, even in Texas, it has to be, it's all weather dependent to field hunt ducks down in Texas. So you need snow on the ground, or you need some really cold weather to make ducks feed, because in Texas, they just feed in the water.
Right.
There's all kinds of food in the water for them in Texas for puddle ducks, and a lot of gadwalls and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So.
And biologists I've spoken to in the past, their nutrition needs here before they stage and make that big migration down versus right before they start breeding and then reverse migrate. It's totally different diet based on those needs.
They have to eat up here.
Exactly.
Have to eat to travel south that far.
You had to choose between Texas and Canada.
Oh, God. Honestly, I'd probably choose Texas, but I know when I say that, I'd miss the field duck hunting.
Yeah.
You get up here and you hunt field ducks every single day.
Right.
And, it kind of gets into this routine pattern. It's the same thing every day, which it's the same down there when you're goose hunting. But
Sure.
If I was talking species I'd choose the lesser Canada to hunt over ducks.
Gotcha.
Just because I like goose hunting more.
Gotcha.
I feel like they respond to a call. You get to talk to them more, and they react a little better. Whereas up here, you can just put a mojo out and kind of blow your call a little bit and get them in.
And they're going to do the thing, exactly.
Shoot these. Down front. Oh, it clicked.
Go down, go down, go down.
Did y'all see those low ones? I didn't see them until we popped up
I saw
either.
the low ones. Well, besides getting totally accosted by this freaking thing behind me, we sat here and had some good conversation, watched the sun set, shot 2 geese, I think. And so that's just how she goes sometimes. So we're hoping for a little bit better shoot in the morning, but still can't complain about day 2. I mean, we still had a pretty decent morning, got a lot of good shooting in. And hey, any day you're out in the field is a good day as far as I'm concerned. So we're just gonna enjoy the last few minutes here, maybe get lucky, have something squeak in and wrap her up for the day. Okay, so we got our last morning here in Alberta. We're set up not too far from a golf course, and birds been roosting over there. Should have another really solid mallard and Canada goose shoot. So we just hit legal shooting hour, had a couple different groups of mallards come in. And yeah, it's another awesome Alberta sunrise out in front of us. And these first few shots should be pretty good for Kai because it's like this pretty pink and ducks are going to be silhouetted into the sky. It's going to be a good one. So another glorious morning chasing the birds.
Got him! Good shot. Take him out front, boys. Nice!
Oh.
Take him out!
We are finishing up our Road to 100 episode here in Alberta. This is Alberta Part 1. We've had an awesome time here with Cole in Canada. It's been a great hunt. We were able to target 2 of our key species to kick this thing off for North America, and that is the infamous mallard duck as well as the greater Canada goose. I think everybody can probably relate to the fact that your first birds were probably either a mallard or a Canada goose. And it's just kind of awesome to be able to come up here to Alberta, hunt them in this way. You know, it's a lot of field hunting up here, specifically for mallards and Canada geese. As they migrate south, you get to hunt them in different variety of locations, hunting tactics, etc. I grew up hunting them over water and in the trees and the timber, but to hunt mallards in the field is awesome. If it's not on your list, highly recommend it. And yeah, we're excited. This specific Canada goose, because there's 11 subspecies of Canada geese, we believe based on our location is the Great Basin Canada goose. And so this and the Maxima, which is closer over to the Central Flyway, which is your giant Canada goose, are very comparable as far as size and coloration. But we're checking this off as our Great Basin Canada goose and our mallard, and we're excited to hit the road, keep after them. We're gonna head it south and see what else we can get into, check off some more birds. Kayam, Logan, and I all successfully checked these off, and now we're gonna pack it in and go.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. And with another episode released, that means another giveaway. But first, we've got to pick a winner for our last episode's giveaway, which was a case of Apex ammo and the custom 1 of 10 last flight call.
Yeah, pretty epic giveaway.
Drum roll and pick a winner.
Bear with us here. This is the first time we're doing the pick a winner on the phone.
All right. Hunter Anderson
Hunter Anderson.
You've won yourself a case of Apex ammo and a new
My
duck
man.
call. That'll be coming your way. We've got your first and last name. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
But we'll be
Yes.
reaching out to you, shoot you an email, and get this stuff headed to you as quickly
Absolutely.
as possible.
Congrats, Hunter. Pretty sick pickup there, my friend.
Yeah.
And we're gonna announce the new giveaway. We're gonna do that here at the end.
Yeah, let's wait till the end. You guys got to wait.
Gotta wait. Significantly larger items.
Yeah, a little bit larger. Yeah.
Cool.
But first and foremost, thank you guys for watching another episode. This was actually, since the pilot in Sweden, this was our first kickoff for this year of
Correct.
the Road 100, which
Yeah.
was like technically actually season 1.
Yeah.
And that was with Cole and Whitey with
Yep.
Old Dog Outfitters. Just a great classic example of a mallard field hunt. It was
Classic Canada hunt right there. Ton of
Yeah.
fun. Some of the best field hunting for mallards that you can experience is to get up there at the the front end of the flyway at the beginning of the migration. And yeah, man, it's just kind of one of those experiences you got to go experience for yourself, and see mallards work in big spreads on fields is a ton of fun.
Yeah, some of that footage. I mean, the birds that are just coming in is just unreal. But
Yeah.
also, as I mean, it's a little bit less of a leap than Sweden. I feel like a lot
Yeah.
of people's first out of the country experience
Totally.
is in Canada.
Canada's the place to go to first, and a lot of people were asking too, like, well, why didn't you check off the mallard while you're in Sweden? It's like, yeah, but I think for all of us and most of the people watching this, that is that and that greater Canada goose, those are definitely Canada, US. Like, that's our bread and butter. That's what
Yeah.
we all love for. That is the most common species that, whether you're a duck hunter or a goose hunter, those are the two you're after. We wanted to do that
Yeah.
in Alberta or the lower 48. And so that's why we did it that
Yeah,
way.
and spoiler alert, season 1 we did not check off a wood duck. I would not let Ryan let us do that because we shot wood ducks in New Jersey, and as a very proud Southerner, I could not check off a wood duck because that's what I grew up hunting.
Well, we're both from East Texas.
yeah.
And so it's like, if we did that, we probably wouldn't be allowed back in the state.
Yeah, we'd be burned at the stake by our Southern friends. So it'll be a kind of a common thing for some of these more
Right.
common species that some of these hunts you'll see it over and over again. There's species that you shoot, and then there's some that we're going to be picky on because
Right.
to do it justice, there's certain species that belong in certain places, and
Right.
the mallard could have been one of those that we.
Yeah.
We grew up flooded timber. You see the mallards kind of backpedaling in. That's
Totally.
super cool. But just for the sake of the project and just the way that you hunt fields is pretty cool. And I'd
Totally.
say to some of these guys that are in their timber holes, it's a new way to shoot mallards, and it's pretty fun.
For all, I realize that we're more like, we love all the flavors of all the birds. But for you mallard purists, man, that have not left the South to go up north, gosh, you got to go do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just unreal.
Hunt a field. It's a different feeling.
Mhm.
Different flights, different
Yep.
techniques. It's pretty awesome.
Totally.
And Canada's not too far away, especially for us up here in Montana. That's a
We
short drive to
drove
the
it.
border.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I know a lot of guys that drive from up down
Yeah.
south. So,
But-
super great hunt. I mean, and then it's Old Dog Outfitters. That's the name of his outfit, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, get a hold of Cole.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a perfect way to start, and check out his YouTube channel. You can see a lot of the carnage there. He posts a lot during the season, some helpful tips for calling and whatnot. But Cole was awesome, and he does have a presence on YouTube. And we actually delve into kind of how he got his start in YouTube and guiding as well
Right.
in our podcast. So if you haven't seen that podcast, we do a character deep dive into Cole on his exclusive podcast, which has already been published. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out to get to know Cole a little bit more, and then reach out to us, our Cole, to try to squeeze in there and get you a booking up there
Totally.
with them.
Totally, absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get into another giveaway. What do you got over there? Let's do yours
You want
first.
to do mine first?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Okay, never mind. We'll do mine first.
Okay, we'll do yours first. All right, so this is the first giveaway. We're going to give away 2 items here.
Not this boot specifically that's dirty and nasty. This is just the example. I don't even want to set it on the table, but this is a LACROSSE Alpha Burley. A lot of you guys have probably seen this boot. We wore it all season. You've
All
been
season.
wearing it for years.
Years.
We're going to be giving away the 1,600 gram insulation version of this
Mm-hmm.
boot. It is coming from Texas to Montana. It's a boot you have to have, or you will freeze your toes off. It's been great for me. we've got it in the first Lite Typha camo.
Right.
That's what we've been running, and it's been good all season. And like I just said, Ryan, you've been running it for years and years.
I've been wearing LACROSSE Footwear for probably close to 10 years now. And it's always performed, whether not even just waterfowl hunting, whitetail hunting too, like sitting in a stand for long hours. That 1600 gram, I just have not found a better boot. So super excited to be able to hook somebody up with these. It's really cool.
And of course, obviously, if you're coming up north to do a layout hunt and your feet are going to get cold laying there in a layout blind, you need this. These are Texan approved cold weather boots.
All right, now the other item. So
it's a big.
Got to make sure I'm moving everything out of my way here. Our good friend Tyler Coleman is a taxidermist. His whole project he's doing is called Full Circle Waterfowl. He's worked on a lot of birds for me. He's going to be our official taxidermist of the Road to 100. This is kind of a special piece. Down here at the bottom, it's a silver teal. Over here on the will be to the right, the ring teal, and then a Brazilian teal. I'm not giving this away. Don't get your hopes up. But what we are going to do, Tyler has offered to provide a free taxidermy piece. So if you win, you'll get to. It's either going to be a puddler or a diver, one bird. You'll have to ship it to him at your dime, but he'll ship the completed bird back to you free of charge. So he'll pay shipping, and that will be a pretty dang awesome project. His work is fantastic. We had the opportunity to go and be with him in his shop. What was that? Just a couple of months ago?
Yeah, so we actually do have an upcoming episode that kind of highlights his skill as a taxidermist and a podcast with him as well. But his whole story at Full Circle is bringing the story of waterfowl and our heritage to a full circle. Like, it's all about what's that special something for you that makes everything come full circle. So he's more than just a taxidermist. He's a really good guy, good friend, and just a guy that's keeping the industry alive in a way that's healthy, I think.
Probably the nicest guy that I've met in the waterfowl
and his
community.
Physical storefront there, guys just come in, drink
Super
coffee,
cool.
and hang out after a hunt.
Super
It's
cool.
just of the old school days, which we
love it.
need more of. And
Definitely.
he does awesome work. I'm sure at some point in this video I'll have overlaid some B-roll.
Yeah.
Not give away too much for that episode
little
that's
teaser.
coming up. But yeah, he does awesome work, and I'm sure that this will apply some guys that you may have something in your freezer, or you may have a better hunt coming up next year. I'm sure it'll roll over. You'll be able to communicate with him.
He's pretty easy about that
and
stuff.
figure it out. Yeah.
Totally. So do all the things. Click the link down in the bio, right?
Yep. There will be a link for the giveaway as usual below. There will
There's
be
multiple
different
ways to enter, right?
Yeah, you can get more points to add towards your likelihood of winning, and we're actually going to introduce a new one, and that's to go leave a review for our podcast. That'll be the most weighted
on
one.
Spotify.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, when you leave a review on Spotify, it tells Spotify like, "Wow, people actually like this," and they show it to more duck hunters. So,
Guys, we're not hiding anything here. The more
we want you to go leave a review so that other people can watch this podcast,
and it helps
please.
us. We're asking for help. We're incentivizing it too. We're not going to shy away from. We're not doing anything sneaky here.
Yeah,
the more you do those things, it helps us, and we greatly appreciate it.
That's the algorithm, and I know most of the guys in the industry are all about beating the algorithm because social media wants to beat us hunters down. So yeah, the most weighted one down there this time will be for the podcast. And again, go check out that podcast with Cole. And I think that'll do it for another episode. That's Alberta Part 1. There's an exciting Alberta Part 2 coming not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So stay tuned.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.